All the while, Justin Gaethje stood there, didn't take a step back, and would just kick at his legs. Of course, chip at the face. He would knee him here and there. He'd keep kicking at the leg. In the control room, we were all watching, and every time he got kicked in the leg, we'd all go, ah, oh my God, and we see there, he falls to the floor, he eats a knee to the face, he goes down, and Justin Gaethje, no quitting that guy. Eddie Alvarez, half of his face is hanging off. He looks like he's got a gobstopper in his mouth. It was a crazy, crazy fight. Leg kicks, knees, body shots galore. Amazing.
Through the kitchen. Yeah, well, seriously. No, not for nothing. It was literally, we were all on our feet.
Do you guys have gobstoppers in America?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, so you look like I had a gobstopper.
Everlasting gobstopper. It's a Wonka thing. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Rashad, you know, we were talking about the combinations. You have spent some time working with Mark Henry, of course. Eddie Alvarez has worked with him, and that was the guy calling out the combinations there. Did you expect, though, that he was going to try a takedown at some point?
I expected so, yeah, I thought so. That's what the coach was telling him. The coach was telling him to do a takedown, but then Eddie, he's seen something different. You know, sometimes the coaches tell you something, but you see something different. And he went for the body, and that's where he found, that's where he's getting the most out of his punching, and it paid off big. But they were telling him to go to the body, they were telling him to take him down, but mostly get out of the way and not stand in front of Gaethje, because Gaethje will walk you down. And Eddie was getting caught in that trap a little bit. But
Gaethje is a maniac, because you know why? You see the way he fell there? Yeah. He gets caught in a tie clinch, he gets kneed in the face, he falls, his body, you know, is like a piece of spaghetti, falls face down.
Right.
But he doesn't stop fighting.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
No.
He doesn't say, screw it, I'm done.
Right.
He still turns and tries to grab a leg and this and that. That's why you got to love Justin Gaethje. That's why I respect him. That's why when I call him a cold piece of spaghetti, I'm saying it with the nicest...
With the nicest, the utmost
it with
respect.
love, lots of love. I'm saying it with love, of course I am.
Okay.
My question to you guys, too, is both of you had picked Justin Gaethje to win this fight.
Yes.
Both
Thank
of
you very much.
Wait, I didn't pick the...
No, you're right. You picked...
See
you
how
picked
you do?
Alvarez.
See how
You
you
picked
do?
Alvarez. But I would say general consensus, a lot of people did pick Gaethje in this fight, and most people thought that if Eddie Alvarez was drawn into a Justin Gaethje fight, he would lose a Justin Gaethje fight. So what was it that he did right tonight to get this fight?
He went to the body, and he went to the body often, but more importantly, that he didn't allow Justin to continue to lure him into the brawl with hitting his head, going for the headshots, and he didn't get frustrated with those leg kicks. Even though he went down after he get caught with a couple, he kept moving forward, switched stances, and went to the body, adapted his game plan. That's what he did. He adapted his game plan on the fly, and it proved to be the right move.
Eddie was reminiscent, and I might get slated for saying this, he was reminiscent of a young Mike Tyson.
Absolutely.
He had his hands here, and the head movement was amazing. He stayed in the pocket the whole time, and he just ripped the shots to the head, to the body, all hooks, but stayed in the pocket. And when he wasn't throwing, he had the guard up, and the head movement was fantastic. And as I say, it's easy to slip, but then to counter off the slip, and that's what he did the whole time.
Yeah, Eddie had great head movement, but not for nothing, though. I mean, Justin Gaethje used to go, trained out in New Jersey for a bit with Mark Henry and those guys, and they seen some of his games, so they kind of had an idea of what he does. But I mean, at the same, you can get the same thing from watching film, but Eddie went in there and he executed. You can know what you want, you can know what you see, but if you execute, that's another thing.
Was Justin doing things wrong tonight then, Michael?
I wouldn't say he was doing things wrong. That's the way he fights.
Right.
You know, but and again, this is no disrespect to Michael Johnson. You know, that was the yardstick that we all measured him against. And against Michael Johnson, he was able to walk him down, and he did that, and he was able to beat him.
He did get tagged and dropped by Michael.
He got tagged the punch. Michael Johnson looked great in the first round, but he was able, and no disrespect, I'm not talking about generally, but on that evening, he was able to weather the storm and out-tough him, if you will. You know, and we thought that he would be able to do that to everybody, because it was impressive. It was super impressive what he did. But he obviously goes to show you can't do that to everybody, certainly not to Eddie Alvarez.
No, folks. Well, as we said, it could be the fight of the year, and we will have a lot more highlights for you.